Hello everybody and welcome to the UNICAT channel. In other videos we have shown you already some very individual and unique UNICAT vehicles, but that is only half of what we do here. The other half I would like to introduce to you today. It's the UNICAT TerraCross line of vehicles. After only building totally custom-built vehicles for decades, in 2002 we decided to introduce TerraCross after we had recognized that even the totally individual vehicles often end up with very similar floor plans. The idea was to offer bodies with a fixed floor plan and proven and reliable technology without starting at zero every time again. Saving time on design and documentation allowed us to offer these bodies at a lower price with a shorter delivery time without any compromise on the quality. Of course, the TerraCross bodies can be mounted on any chassis that is appropriate, means it has the right wheelbase and the right payload. On the TerraCross design, we cooperated with Erika and Klaus Der, a very famous world traveler couple from Germany who have traveled around the world on wheels for decades, and we wanted to incorporate all their practical experience in the TerraCross line of vehicles. We carefully reviewed all the floor plans we had realized in the past, and we came up with different floor plans which we wanted to use for TerraCross in different sizes and different levels of comfort. So the smallest we came up with was a TC46. The TC stands for TerraCross, 46 stands for body length of 4.6 meters, which equals about 15 foot. The longest one at that time was the TC59, which is a family vehicle. And again, TC stands for TerraCross, 59 stands for 4.9 meter body length, which equals about 19.5 foot. Erika and Klaus Der were the owners of the very first TerraCross vehicle, production number 0001. They tested and used the vehicle from 2002 to 2006 on a 4-year trip throughout Africa, South America, North America. And they tested the concept successfully and they were very happy with their vehicle. Now, since 2002, we have built quite a few vehicles, and of course there are some changes, like these days we use induction cookers instead of LPG, and we use a lot of solar, while solar panels 20 years ago were hardly used on expedition vehicles. Following the demand for larger vehicles, we expanded the range of TerraCross bodies over the years, and we added a TC60, a TC65, a TC76 and a TC78. Also, as in some countries there are strict regulations on driver licenses, we added a very small one, a TC41, which adds up to a 6 meter total length vehicle. Those 4 bodies here are all TerraCross. They have different sizes and they are mounted on different chassis. Of course, always with a torsion-free subframe. The bodies and the chassis have quite a few options to tailor the vehicle to the needs of the owner. This TerraCross model is a TC60 COMFORT Superior, and the body sits on a Mercedes-Benz Axor 4x4 chassis, and it has a short cab, and even though the body is quite long, it makes a very compact vehicle. As an option, it has a step box and it also has a hydraulic motorbike rack in the back. This is a TC55 COMFORT PLUS. It's a great vehicle for two travelers. It offers a lot of comfort, and it's built for two people because we have a driver cab with two seats. It's mounted on a MAN TGM 4x4 chassis, and it also has a rack in the back, in this case for a quad. This one is a TC59 family, and as the name says, it's built for a family. So it's mounted also on a MAN TGM 4x4 chassis with an extended wheelbase, but also with a 4-door crew cab. So you can seat 4 to 5 people in the driver's cab, and in the body you have 4 fixed beds. This one here is a TC76 COMFORT SUITE. This is the most comfortable vehicle we offer in the TerraCross line for two people. And as the body is 7.6 meters long, it offers really a lot of comfort, but it also needs a 6x6 chassis to be mounted on. We have a MAN TGS 6x6 with 540 horsepower, and we have 1400 tires, so it's a great off-road vehicle. All TerraCross bodies follow the same concept, and the layout is quite similar. We always want to build really off-road capable vehicles with a good weight distribution and a low center of gravity. For that reason, we always try, and we do, put the weight and the heavy stuff in the center between the axles. Therefore, the seating area is always in the front part of the body, where we put the water tanks, the batteries, inverters, all the heavy stuff. And typically also the fuel tanks, which are heavy, are in that area. Then in the rear part, we put the bed, and under the bed you get a large outside storage area, which is available from either from the sides or from the rear, depending on how the rear part of the body is shaped. In the center part, you find, of course, the entrance door, and you find the kitchen, the bathroom, and the storages. And especially in the center part, the different models of TerraCross bodies differ, because sometimes you have bunk beds, sometimes you have a larger kitchen, a separate shower, and so on and so forth. But that I will show you from inside. Before we go inside, and I would like to show you the inside on the TC55 COMFORT PLUS, because it's a medium-sized vehicle. I would like to show you that the wheelbase does not only depend on the size of the body. So on this vehicle we have attached a rack for a quad and for 2 spare tires. That's quite heavy load in the back, and therefore we have extended the wheelbase from 4.5 to 4.8 meters. Now we are inside the TC55 COMFORT PLUS body, which with 5.5 meters body length is a medium size of the TerraCross line. I would like to explain to you the concept, the layout concept of the TerraCross vehicles. As said before, we want to build vehicles which have good off-road capability, which have a good weight distribution and a low center of gravity. All this depends, of course, on the chassis, but also inside the body you can do a lot to get a good result. And one of those is that, of course, you put the heavy stuff as low as possible. For example, batteries, inverters, chargers, and freshwater tanks. So in the TerraCross line of vehicles, we always have the seating area in front on a pedestal, and this way we are creating a lot of space at the floor, on floor level, where we put all that heavy stuff. And it's all in the center of the vehicle between the axles. That also means that the acceleration when you're driving off-road or on bad roads or trucks is as little as possible. Common on all TerraCross bodies is also that the bed is installed in the back of the vehicle. It's on a pedestal, so it creates a huge storage underneath, which is accessible either from the sides or from the back. The bed size, of course, differs depending on the size of the body. So on the TC41, which is the smallest TerraCross we offer, the bed is a little bit small, but from the TC46 up to the TC59, the bed is always queen size, which is 1.5 by 2 meters. On the even bigger vehicles, from the TC60 on, the bed is 1.8 by 2 meters. The biggest differences in the different TerraCross models is in the middle section. In the middle section we have always the entrance area next to the seating area, and behind the entrance area we always have the kitchen section. It's nice to have the kitchen close to the entrance. It's very good for ventilation, and if you stay outside, if you eat outside, it's always good if those things are very close. Of course, the sizes of the kitchen differ with the size of the bodies. Opposite of the kitchen and entrance area, we have the bathroom and we have the wardrobe. So in the smaller TerraCross vehicles, again, the bathroom is smaller. Some have a wet bathroom, so a combined bathroom and shower. On the medium size and on the bigger ones, we have a separate shower and bathroom. And on the TC78 family suite, we even have a completely separate bathroom with a separate door and a shower with a separate door, so that more than one person can take a shower or go to the washing place at the same time. As mentioned before, we only offered TerraCross bodies on 4x4 chassis before, but as a demand for larger vehicles which only fit on 6x6 chassis, we now also offer TerraCross bodies for 6x6 chassis. And this one here is a very good example. As the name TerraCross TC76 COMFORT SUITE indicates, it's a very comfortable vehicle for two people. You can obviously see that because we have a driver's cab with 2 seats and 2 doors, but quite some extra space in the back, for example, if you are traveling with dogs or other animals. The body is 7.6 meters long, offers a lot of space inside, which we will see later. And here in the front area, on the outside, we have 400-liter fuel tank. Then we have the entrance area with a foldable staircase. And the specific thing is that this staircase can stay outside even when you close the door. So you don't have to leave the door open all the time to put the steps in and out, in and out. So the chances that mosquitoes come in is quite small. Behind the entrance area we have another storage area, and then we have a look at the back part of the vehicle. Very obviously this is a 6x6 because it has 2 rear axles. So the rear axles actually take some space, of course, but then behind the rear axle you again have a huge outside storage area for outside kitchen and other equipment. And then of course here you have opening to access the big storage area underneath the bed. Finally, in the back we have a motorbike rack and spare tire rack, And it's quite long, but that's not a problem here because you have a 6x6 and the two rear axles actually can take a lot of load. On this side of the vehicle, we have behind the front axle the exhaust system, which is relatively small because it's a Euro 5. Then we have batteries, we have additional fuel tanks, so we have a total of 800 liters of fuel. Of course, we have the axles, and then we have another storage behind. On the driver's cab roof, you see two antennas which are erected right now. One has a weather sensor on it with a wind speed indicator, temperatures and so on. And the other one is an antenna to extend your range for communication through GSM. Now let me show you the inside of the TC76 COMFORT SUITE. As on all TerraCross vehicles, the seating area is in the front. As we have a lot of space in this vehicle, this seating area is larger than on others. It's extended on the left side and it's a U-shape, so it's very comfortable and you can sit here with up to 6 people very relaxed and comfortable. As the seating area is on a pedestal, we get a lot of space down there to put water tanks, batteries, inverters, chargers. So we can have here on this vehicle 600 liters of fresh water just in the front area, and we have space for a huge battery capacity, and we also have 2 inverters, 2 international chargers, and so on and so forth. To improve the feel of the spaciousness inside this body, we have put a so-called TV cupboard between the wardrobe and the seating area to open up the view. So from where I'm sitting, I can look out on the right side, on the left side, and I can look even back until the master bedroom. If you like to have an office space with a large monitor, all you need here is a keyboard, a mouse, and of course a computer which can be built in. Of course, the monitor also serves as a TV screen or a monitor for whatever application you want to run. Right behind the entrance area, we have the kitchen, which is quite big. We have 3 rows of drawers here for silverware and pots and pans, dishes, everything just fits here. And then we have more drawers for provisions, and even these drawers here are available for whatever you want to put. In this case, it's food. We have an induction cooker, and we have a stainless steel sink. Of course, hot and cold water. We have drinking water, and we have a soap dispenser here. Beside these huge drawers for provisions, we have space for appliances here. In this case, we have a convection oven, and we have a very high-end coffee maker. But that could be exchanged for a dishwasher or for other storage or whatever you wanted. And then here we have a fridge, totally separate. We have a deep freezer and another drawer underneath. So there's really plenty of storage. On the left side, we have the bespoke TV cupboard, and we have 4 large drawers underneath here. And then we have a wardrobe. It's actually a hanger wardrobe with additional storage for socks, hats, whatever small items you want to put somewhere, and here you have a great space to do so. And underneath we have a Miele washer dryer and some extra space in front. Here in the back we have the master bedroom, which can be separated from the living quarter by a door, a sliding door or a curtain, or we leave it open as it's here. The bed is actually 2 by 2 meter, which is just great. And even though it's 2 by 2 meter, you have storage areas on the left and on the right, and you have plenty of hanger cupboards at the top to put all your clothes which you want to bring with you. The whole bed is on a pedestal, and therefore we have a huge outside storage area underneath. Not only outside storage, we also have 2 additional freshwater tanks in the back. So the total freshwater capacity of this vehicle is 1000 liters. And here in front of the bed, we have another 4 drawers on this side, and we have another large wardrobe on the other side. Between the wardrobe and the master bedroom, we have the bathroom. Okay, so we have a separate shower, and here we have a sink and a toilet and a hanger cupboard with a large mirror, everything with LED lights, teak floor, Korean or Varicor floor, so very nice and clean setup. If you want to see the differences between the TerraCross bodies, please go to our website where we show the differences in the TerraCross section. Thank you for watching the video, and hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.